This is your UOW update. I'm Gerard McDonough. The Student Services and Amenities fee may be a reality, and its local distribution decided. But it is clear many students do not know what it is or what it will be used for. A panel discussion has been held to help answer these key issues. The Student Services and Amenities fee. What is it for?
Yeah, they told me I had to pay it or I couldn't go to university.
I don't even know what it's for. What's it for?
My mum and dad pay for my uni, so...
The $263 payment being charged upon students was discussed this week at the UOW Golden Key Society panel. We caught up with panellist Gareth Ward to find his opinion on the matter.
Most students wouldn't know, most students wouldn't have participated in the consultation, most students wouldn't care. It's just another tax. This is compulsory student unionism by stealth, providing for universities to fund certain activities that students may not necessarily want or need.
The UOW FZE Motorsport team continues to push the boundaries of innovation. The engineering team is again turning the key on a race car, designed and built from the ground up here at the University of Wollongong.
So we're putting on aerodynamics. We're going to have an under tray and some wings on there which will push the car onto the ground, give you more grip. We're also looking at having F1 style paddle shifters on there to see if that can make us a bit quicker, make it a bit better for the driver. So we'll do a bit of testing with that. So that's a part that you can sort of change in and out, so we get a bit of testing and that kind of thing in, which is quite good.
We're trying to implement a system where we can have voice communications with the driver, so we can give them live updates of what's happening on the track, and as well as through our Motec software, I've created a custom sort of firmware interface where we can wirelessly communicate all the data from our car and view it live on our laptops as the car is driving around.
Just finished design, getting into the manufacturing stage. Trying to get a few new students coming on board to help with that. It's all going pretty well.
The Illawarra has played host to leaders in the field of additive fabrication. Manufacturers and small business owners gathered at UOW to witness the practical applications of 3D printing.
Fabrication is really going to revolutionise not just how we think about research, but how we think about business models. And if we can get that right early in the Illawarra, we can seize those opportunities.
Coming to an event like this, we're trying to invite people from the relevant industries, come along and hear about 3D printing and additive fabrication technologies and seeing if this is relevant to their business.
What we've seen, I think more particularly in the last 5 years, is a real growth in the capability of the machine. So no longer are they just for rapid prototyping. They get into more functional testing, even in some cases in used parts, assembly, jigs and fixtures. So there's a whole range of applications where we're seeing a lot of growth and a lot more people coming on board and becoming interested in 3D printing for various applications.
Wollongong's lifeguards are celebrating 100 years of local patrols. The landmark achievement underlined with the unveiling of a new, as yet unnamed, Lifeguard Mascot.
From 1912 to 2012, lifeguards have been protecting the Illawarra beaches for 100 years. To celebrate this milestone, Wollongong City Council is today launching its new lifeguarding mascot.
We've got a really big surf education program with Wollongong City Council, and really our surf education program, has been running longer than almost all the others, and we've never actually had a mascot.
As part of our mascot, we're having a naming competition because unfortunately he doesn't have a name yet. So for the person that does come up with our new lifeguard's name, that successful person's going to win a term's worth of swim lessons at Beaton Park. So we're trying to link beach education with swimming education. The lifeguards save hundreds of lives every year, and without their service we would see tragedy stretch across all of our coastline. They provide a valued service to the community.
And finally, it was a case of eyes to the sky for part of Wollongong's ANZAC Day commemorations. A flyover by a group of restored wartime aircraft, a highlight of the day. We spoke to members of the Royal Australian Air Force to see what the gesture meant for servicemen.
Cold weather and winds did little to deter 1,000 people from attending Wollongong's ANZAC dawn service on Wednesday. This year, a range of planes from the Historical Aircraft Restoration Society saw over the proceedings, literally, as they performed a flyover of the events later that morning. Members of the Royal Australian Air Force led the march and were happy to see the aircraft in the skies overhead.
People get a thrill from just watching those old aircraft fly over, particularly some of the veterans who actually have flown in them.
And it's a wonderful recruiting tool for young kids to see the aircraft in the air, encouraging them to join and maybe fly, maybe work on them.
The crowd appreciated the show as well.
Yes, I thought that was great.
Yeah, that was pretty entertaining.
Well, I thought it was quite good. The only thing... Well, I thought it was quite good.
Perhaps most importantly is what the flyover means for veterans.
It reminds us of the past, and I know quite a few of the World War II blokes love to see them go over. It brings back some sad memories for some, but fond memories for others.
That's our update. I'm Gerard McDonough. We'll leave you with some of the colour of last week's Clubs on the Lawn event.